Hello, and welcome to our video library series. My name is Stacy Nelson, and my husband, Willie Nelson, and I are realtors that serve clients in both Kansas and Missouri. We are the owners of Midwest Heritage Homes, and we're partnered with Keller Williams Platinum Partners. Since Willie and I both believe that knowledge provides options, we like to offer educational seminars. We used to do them in person, but now we're doing them online to fit in with the quarantine guidelines. Because we serve a lot of mature homeowners, we do topics that are not just about real estate. We have topics about all different types of things, and today we are fortunate to have Denise Cox with us, and we're going to be talking about independent living communities. I love that Denise is with us today because she knows all things senior living. She's worked at different places. She knows everybody in town, and she is able to help clients in such a warm and personable way that I'm so thankful she's here to share with us today. So Denise, why don't you start and tell us about your background?
Well, Stacy, first, thank you for having me join you today. I started in the industry many years ago, believe it or not, as a volunteer with my kids, and started working part-time in a little skilled community in our little small town, and just grew in the industry. So I have, I've done transportation, I've done activity director, I've been a sales director, I've been a hospital liaison, I've been a care finder, and what really, really truly is my passion is I have been a personal caregiver. And so I really understand where the families I'm working with are coming from because I've been in their shoes. I've had several of my family members I've taken care of, and not all of them were very, what I want to say, compliant with me. So I understand your pain.
Yeah.
And so that's my true passion, is helping educate people to know what options are out there, so when they do make a decision, it's a confident one. And so anything I can do to help you reach your folks that you're working with what little I know, I'm happy to share it.
It doesn't surprise me. I did not know that you started as a volunteer, but that doesn't surprise me one bit. One of the reasons we like working with Denise is because of her heart. We believe that as realtors, we are there to serve, that people have a need, and we are here to serve. And I totally believe that about Denise too. So, well, Denise, let's talk about how is everything really going in the independent living community these days?
Well, across the board, our independent living communities, we are not touring folks in person. We are doing what you're doing. We're doing virtual tours. We are taking care of our residents first. And so we're all taking extra precautions within our team. One of the things here that we do at Town Village is when I come in every morning, they ask, "What'd you do last night, Denise? Where'd you go?" And they take my temperature. They are spraying me for anything that might be on me with disinfectant. And then I sign in. And even if I go out to my car, we're doing that. We're taking as much extreme measures. And I know other independent living communities near me are doing really the same thing. We are delivering meals to our residents individually. We're doing a lot of hallway and one-on-one activities. And it has been challenging for our residents as well as us. We have been fortunate to have wonderful weather these past few days. So, we have been, it's kind of been a fun thing here for our residents to adhere to the social distancing. So we are still getting together within the social distancing. So yesterday afternoon, we started our wine gathering out in the patio area. And it was great because everyone's like, "Okay, don't get too close to me." And we enjoyed our wine and we visited. Of course, we had water too. So we're just making the best of it here, the best that we can. And I think that's what everyone is doing. We're just staying positive because, like my grandma said, this too shall pass, and we know it will. And so that's kind of what we're doing here at Town Village and many others as well. I have had the opportunity to work with this company Pegasus, our owners are just really passionate, caring people. So one of the things they've said, go for it, do it, is we have started a meal delivery program, not just to our residents. So Kelly and I, Monday through Friday, and actually Troy, my executive director, are splitting up and canvassing the area. We've reached out to folks, and if there are others, we're delivering a nice hot meal prepared by our chef every day for free, Monday through Friday. And that's helping people stay safe, keeps us connected with them. And I had a guy today, we had brought him some masks, and of course I had mine on then. And he's got his mask, he's got his gloves. He's like, I love you. I'm like, that's why I'm here today. You're why I'm here. So, yeah.
We had a meeting the other day, and you had to leave because you had to go deliver lunches. And I thought, I know that's part of why I love her, because not only are you taking the extra precautions within your own building and going the extra mile and helping, you're reaching out to the community, and I appreciate that about you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your community?
Well, Town Village of Leawood is kind of the hidden gem of Leawood. We are just north of Town Center Plaza off 115th. So we're between Tomahawk Creek and Row. So we're just right in that little hidden niche. And I really feel I have landed on a cruise ship on land. Having been on a few cruises, it's the truth. It's really great. One of the things that differs for us as opposed to other independent livings, we don't have a lot of add-on fees. In independent living, typically you'll have your rent and you'll pick out your apartment. And then there seems to be some sneaky hidden fees. So with us, truly your utilities are included in your rent, your meals are included in your rent, transportation with a 10-mile radius, 7 days a week is included in your rent. Your activity programs, your exercise programs. We have several gyms here. So we have a lot of classes that they don't charge you extra for. We have the saltwater in-ground pool and hot tub. We have classes they don't charge you extra for. We have a lot of happy hours and socials because we do like to have a good time. We're on a cruise ship. And we don't charge extra for wine. We don't charge extra for your desserts. We have a lovely brunch on Sundays on top of our continental breakfast. We don't charge extra for that. It really is, when you come in here, you know what you're paying, and that's kind of peace of mind to folks. Now we do have, because independent living, you can really maintain with a little extra help. A lot of folks think, oh, I need to move to assisted living because I need help taking my medicine. No, you don't. You actually can have providers come in and do that service for you. We have actually partnered with Benefits of Home. They are here 24 hours a day. And what we do is we do a shared service. So if I need 15 minutes for a caregiver to come in and help me put on my TED hose, because I actually wear them so I know they are not fun to put on, then I can just pay for 15 minutes a day for someone to help me with my TED hose. And my neighbor down the hall might need someone to help 15 minutes with their medications. So we're sharing that service and we're not paying a huge fee. So it's really wonderful to have that.
That is great.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if someone wanted to move to your community right now, are you able to accept new move-ins right now?
Well, right now, what we're doing is I would have to go through my regional nurse, who would then have to go through our medical director for our whole company, and we would take it case by case. If they approved everything, because we have to get, some more detail of where they've been in the past 60 days, then we would have to have them quarantine for 14 days once they came here. And, being that it is independent living, it's not typical that someone needs to move in. And so, we're just taking it case by case, staying connected with those that are ready. We are taking, I will say this, because we've had a really great outreach recently before this happened. So we had 17 people ready to come on board. And so what we've done is we've kept connected with them, and we are taking a wait list deposit. So they can guarantee that is the apartment that will be ready for them when the time is right. That's what we're doing. So it's kind of like we're a new building taking new people coming. That's kind of how we're working it. You know, it'll be over, and we are going to be not hurting from this, and that's a good thing.
Yes, that is. Who's your ideal client, Denise?
My ideal client is someone that really would benefit from not having to take care of a yard, a big house, wants to have a vibrant life, and can be a joiner and can be not a joiner, because there is a little bit of everything for everyone's personalities here. Peggy, our life enrichment director, has been here 13 years. And I will tell you a true story, Stacy. I used to come to Peggy and say, hey, Peggy, can I borrow this from you? Can I borrow this from you? And do you remember when we had our big program at the Belton Rec Center? We had that casino day.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
came from Peggy. So she is really great about customizing someone's personal, what they want to do with their day and with their time. And I think that is great. And our resources are great. So that would be kind of the person that would really benefit from us. And, you know, also, hey, if you like to cook, that is great. But if you like to have the experience of fine dining at its best, and you know this from being here, our dining room, I feel like I'm on a cruise ship. It is gorgeous, and we still use the linens, and we still have the full service dining program. So you don't have to cook. So if you're that person that you would benefit from having your meals prepared, we're your guys. We are it.
In fact, I've even brought, back when our son was singing in a high school choral group, I brought them to perform at your location. And even the students thought it was a beautiful dining room. You really do have a beautiful community there. So what are some examples of how people adapt to the community? Like you said, it's like a cruise ship. You can do as little or as much as you want. So how are people adapting when they first move in?
Well, we call them Envoy ambassadors, because that's what Envoy is. And they are with our RAC committee. That is our Resident Advisory Council. And literally the RAC committee runs this ship. Troy does report to them, our executive director. And so they meet monthly, and they have Envoy ambassadors. So when someone does move in, Kelly and I are responsible to let them know a little background story on that person moving in. And on the day they move in, their Envoy ambassador comes to introduce themselves and lets them know. They have a little welcome packet from them, and they say, hey, this is what your first week's gonna look like, and moving forward, this is what your second week's gonna look like. And they really take over. They just do. And we have a welcome happy hour for all of our residents that are new each month. So everyone gets to meet them as well. And that really does help, because, you know, getting connected with people that are like-minded and have the same interests is very crucial, or you're gonna feel, I mean, I know for me, when I was younger, walking into a new church that I walked into, I was scared, and I was like, man, I hope someone says hello to me. And unfortunately, they did not. And so I did not go back to that church. I did end up going to a church that I was welcomed. And that's the way we operate here. We want people to feel like you are welcome and you're now a part of our family. And our resident Envoy ambassadors very much take their job seriously. And it's great, because I have one of my ambassadors, her name is Lee, and she actually was at her beauty salon, not here, although we have one. She was at her beauty salon a few months ago, and she said, I just want you to know I gave out my business card and they're gonna be coming in. They're very passionate about what they do, you know. And one of the things we do to thank our residents, we have a program called Forever Friends. So when our residents or their family members refer someone here and they do move in, after they've lived here 60 days, we take $2,500 off their rent. And let me tell you, that's huge. I had a lady move in November, mind you, November, Stacy. We owe her $10,000. That's how many people she's had move in since then. Isn't that great?
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And then she has her friends. How
Yeah,
fun
and she
is
has her
that?
friends. She has her friends. And of course, we've added another church to our church route on Sundays. So that is great. And, you know, we just keep growing and our family grows. We are a pet-friendly community. Now, not all are. We're very much a pet-friendly community. We've had pets of all sizes here. We take each individual, but we are a pet-friendly community. And I think that's important because pets are your family. I have a big pet at home, and he's a mess, but he's family.
That's good. Well,
Yeah.
I hope you don't mean Michael. No.
No.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just teasing. Estimated costs. I mean, are you able to give any numbers of what might
Oh,
be?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have many different floor plans. So we have studio apartments, we have 1-bedroom apartments, 2 bedrooms, and we do have one type of 2-bedroom. It is very large, and oftentimes one of the extra living rooms is converted to another bedroom. So we do have the capability of actually doing a 3-bedroom.
Wow.
And we do welcome families. So if it's a mother-daughter or if it's a spouse, we definitely can accommodate that. We actually have a father-daughter living here and 2 sisters living here. So we really do try to customize what we can offer folks.
Mm-hmm.
Our prices range anywhere from a little under $3,000 to as much as $5,100 a month. And that is an all-inclusive, you know, package for them. And you really do get for your floor plans. Our floor plans start at a little over 500 square feet for those studios. Mm-hmm. And then our largest apartment is a little over 1,600 square feet.
Wow.
So yeah, one of the things our maintenance guys do, which I really love, and I've worked in this industry a long time, and I have to say I have the best maintenance guys ever. I have, as you know, physically moved a lot of people myself over the years because I'm trying to save them money, by George. So when I tell Brandon, hey, I've got someone moving in and I need this and this and this done, it's done. It's done. So if I need the toilet, a higher toilet, it's done. If I need grab bars, it's done. Any type of safety features they get on that fast, we let people pick their own, I want to say, walls, colored of their walls, because a lot of times you don't have that option. So that is kind of nice to work with the maintenance guys on that. When they do move in, our maintenance guys also visit with them, and they will help hang their pictures and their TVs. And that's just kind of an added feature that, again, we're making you a part of our family. We're going to take care of you. And I love that.
How many meals a day? They
have 2 meals a day included in their rent. Now, right now, because of what we are doing, we're providing all 3. That's the right thing to do. Right. And that's what we're doing. So we are providing 188 meals a day, 3 times a day, plus snacks. And we're doing great. And I will say, Kelly and I are honored to get to eat Chef Mark's food daily ourselves. All of the associates here, whether full or part-time, we eat for free, which is wonderful.
That's
so take care of us.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm not getting skinny.
What should clients who are thinking of moving and their families start doing to prepare for the move?
You know, preparing for the move, you're going to right size your life because that is what you're doing. And honestly, my husband and I have been talking about that ourselves. We have a college age son that when he's done in a year, we don't need the space that we have. We don't want to take care of the yard. He's not going to be there to do it for us. So we've been talking about how are we going to right size our lives that we can still be active and still accommodate family visiting. Mm-hmm. So one of the things I suggest is really looking at within your home, the things that you really know you love and you want to take with you. But I will be honest with you, many of my residents said to me, When they decided they were going to right size their life, they couldn't wait to get with a realtor and connect with an estate planner because they were going to sell everything and get new stuff. I've had several of them, and they've had me come to their apartments. Look at my new stuff. Now I got a few of this, but I got me this. If I'm going to do this, I'm doing it right. Wow. So I really do think deciding what you really want to take with you and where you want the things you don't want to go. You know, have that conversation with your kids. You know, and a lot of times the kids don't want it, but there are wonderful programs that they will come and pick stuff up from you, and it's a tax deduction. You know of many of them. And one of the things I love about working with you, Stacy, is you do offer all of that concierge service when your clients are ready to make that leap. And that is wonderful because it just makes it streamlined for them. And if in anything we do, we break it up in steps, one step at a time. You're not going to be able to do it all at once, one step at a time, and it's going to be okay.
Right. That's exactly, you're right. That's how we feel about it. We can help people find the places that will pick up their things. Because honestly, when someone says, well, let's have a garage sale, that's so much work for so little money to come. And people just aren't, they want their own new things. People are getting used to, the young crowd doesn't want what grandma had. They don't want the china or the hutch. And so we're finding that even in our life, Willie and I recently sold our home. Someone offered to buy it and our kids already had homes and we said yes. And the freedom of right sizing is incredible. It really is a blessing. So
that's funny you say that. My daughters were over, it's been about 3 months ago. We were having a family gathering and they said, Mom, you know, we don't want your hutch.
It's true. They don't want that.
We don't want your hutch.
They don't
like,
want
what do you mean? It's beautiful. Well, that's not our generation.
Exactly. That's how it is. And so it's better to start now. Every little bit you can start clearing out now. We're coaching people all the time because that's what we feel like we are. We're a right sizing coach. You know, certified senior housing professionals, our job is to help you make those steps to get to the best house for you. You know, the house that's the best fit, that you can live your best life. And that's what we try to do with people. But so if they wanted to move, how do they get started? Do they come see you?
Well, I would love to visit with them. And again, right now I'm doing virtual tours. My cell phone and Kelly's cell phone are available all the time. One of us is here 7 days a week. And still now, we are still here 7 days a week. So what we do firstly is listen to what someone's needs are, what their desires are, and we try to customize a plan within those parameters and connecting them with the resources that they need to move forward, and just being a partner for the families that we work with. And to be honest with you, Stacy, not all families that we work with, Town Village becomes that right shoe size for them. That's fine. We are here to help families, and those families that we're right shoe size for, we welcome them. But those that aren't, we reach out to people like you and other referral partners and help them find that right fit for them, because everyone has a different shoe size. You know, they just do.
Exactly. So Denise, again, I'm going to say your name is Denise Cox. I want you to tell your website address and your phone number, so if someone wants to contact you, they can.
Oh, sure. And I have to get my card here because, you know, I never remember my number. My direct number is 913-687-2306. And our website, you can go on Town Village of Leawood, and you can take a look and see some beautiful things of our community. And we would love to help you kind of right size your life if that's what your folks need.
Yep. And I assume there'll be pictures of your community on your website, right? Great.
Yep. Pictures of our community, testimonials, floor plans. There'll be floor plans. So that's kind of nice. And I will say on those floor plans, it does not have the measurement specs. I am always happy to email those to folks because I do have the for you. I do.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for being on our call today. I
Well,
look
thank
forward
you.
to working with you again and always love to visit with you. Thanks so
I love
much.
visiting with you. Thank you, Stacy. Take
Have a
care.
great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.